back to another episode of the Climb Together podcast. I'm your host, Tony Scorpio, with my co-host, Deception. Deception, say hi.
What up?
We are back with another episode. This is episode 136. We have quite a few things to talk about today. I think I might be getting maybe coming down with something. So, Deception might have to take the lead a little bit today, so I save my voice because I do have to give a 30-minute presentation. I have to give a 30-minute presentation today in 3 hours.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, so
right after the podcast, dude.
yeah, pretty much. At 5 o'clock, I have a class, and I have to give a 30. We have a 30-minute presentation we have to give, and I'm sicky poo, so I'm gonna just pop in a cough drop and live life on a prayer, I guess.
Well, it's kind of the reverse of the last couple of weeks because I was freshly sick a couple weeks ago and had to deal with that, and then I was still recovering last week and still feeling good overall, but my voice was still a little lost. And now I've recovered it, and now you're getting sick.
Yeah, so great stuff. Also, I also had a presentation, a 10-minute presentation at 1. So your girl's just been yapping all day. I guess it's my strong suit. I guess.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't help.
It's one of the benefits yet drawbacks of being a student in the business field, especially entrepreneurship. You do a lot of presentations and you do a lot of talking. Yeah. But that means I'm good at it. And also I love to yap on this pod. So your girl's a yapper.
You definitely if you weren't good at public speaking before, you definitely polish your skills when you go into something like that.
Yeah. So now I'm a lot better and whatnot, but whatever. It's fine. I'm only speaking for an hour, 2 hours today in a public setting, and I might go live later. So who knows what the day holds? It's just
dude.
It's.
Let's hope your voice isn't shot if you stream later.
I don't know. I was thinking about either streaming or recording. I'll probably record because I got some things I gotta make for some things, you know. But, Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the pod.
I might be the only one that knows.
Yeah, you've been on it. You've been on it, listening, looking, whatever. All right, so
no leaking.
No leakage is not in the chat today. She might be. I don't know. We'll see. So, the biggest topic I think probably today, one of the bigger topics, I guess. There's two big topics, I guess. 1 week, almost 1 week until Black Ops 7. Glory be. It's almost time. It's almost time, my friends.
I have to tell you, this is for people that are maybe not so far in the know about COD. And I say that because specifically I have been talking to some of my IRL friends about COD because they've seen the buzz about Black Ops 7, but they didn't really understand it. And you'd be surprised how many people actually don't even know that they're going back to the classic matchmaking and how excited that makes people when they find that out.
Yeah.
But I have to say, for people not in the know about COD, about Black Ops 7, I know that in the past I've been excited for games that did not turn out that great, but man, they keep on the trajectory of Black Ops 7. This is gonna be the best COD we probably had since at least BO4, maybe further back than that.
Oh yeah.
I am more excited for this game than I have been in a long time. Especially for multiplayer. When it comes to multiplayer, I think the last time I was this excited for a COD multiplayer was probably BO4. Because I was really excited for Cold War, but it was more for zombies than anything. The multiplayer was cool, but zombies was where it's at. And I would say that with BO7, I'm the complete reverse that I was with BO6. BO6, I was all hyped about zombies because it looked really good. It was very promising. And I knew that skill-based matchmaking was still going to be a problem, so I was kind of not really thinking about multiplayer at all. With BO7, I obviously am excited about zombies. There's a lot of potential there. It definitely looks really good. Curse mode looks great for people that are hardcore players like me. But the classic matchmaking has just completely revived my interest in multiplayer, and I'm gonna have a hard time splitting my time between multiplayer and zombies, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because just the way the matchmaking works in multiplayer, I just want to soak all of it in and just grind. Which is something I haven't said in a long time.
Yeah, I think I'm in deep trouble because I want to just sit and play the game. And also, like, I've gotten back into Call of Duty now that I've got my PC and everything like that, because I'm trying to, like, get my skill back up a little bit before BO7. I've been playing Resurgence.
Yeah, shake that rust off a little bit before BO7 time.
Yeah, I've been playing Rebirth almost every single day. I actually clutched a dub last night. I got like 3 kills in a row at the end of the game to clutch a dub. I was just playing at the end of the. I was playing while I was studying for my French quiz today. And I don't know, man. Like, I'm starting to, like, you know, get the itch again. And honestly, like, I realized how much me stopping playing Call of Duty wasn't as much like the game itself, but like my computer. I feel like my computer really, my old one was really like hindering my gaming experience more than I thought.
Yeah, your PC really held you back.
Yeah, so I feel like now, like, there isn't anything holding me back other than, like, you know, school, being a parent, work, but, like, other than those things, you know, like, when I have...
You with your PC, it was like me with my internet.
Yeah,
like,
oh my god,
it was really difficult for me to play games and to, like, do well because of my internet, and, like, because my internet was so bad that I mainly used a hotspot. I only had a certain amount per month that would actually be good internet, and then it would go back to trash.
Yeah.
So, like, when I got the fiber, I felt like you did with your new PC. It felt like a whole different experience, and it was great.
So, I mean, now I'm just, like, ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to stream. I'm ready to play. I just need to get, like, my school stuff in check, which is, like, you know, I'm getting to the nitty gritty of the semester. I'm in the last month of the semester, which is just kind of like grind time, but
yeah, and then you got what, 1 semester left?
Two. I found out the other day that I'm missing, after next semester, I'll still need 15 gen ed credits. So I need to do 1 more semester after. I have 2 more semesters after this, and then I have my bachelor's degree, which, honestly, what's 1 more semester? You know, it's gonna be all, like, gen ed, so it's gonna be easy classes that I'll just have to, like, show up for and do, like, maybe an assignment or 2 a week for. So it's
and I mean, that's
it's like level 100
for me. Is like I was missing like 1 class, and I just had to do a semester of 1 class, but it turned out that the 1 class was like one of the easiest classes I've done. So I basically had to do nothing the whole semester. We did, I think, in the class that I had left, we did like 3 assignments.
Yeah,
which was great.
Yeah, they're all gonna be like level 100 classes, and after taking level 300 classes, these classes are gonna be so easy. Which, honestly, like, hopefully I can get my, like, class schedule, so, like, I can work full time and be able to do, like, my streaming stuff as well. So it's not gonna be bad. It's just kind of like an inconvenience, you know, like, like, I have to be doing this for another 3 months, but whatever. It's worth it to get the degree that I've worked and paid a lot of money for. And
that's true.
So yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so then I've got, after the semester, I've got a month off, and that month, you know, in that month, I have a month off of school, and then I also have 2 weeks off of work, so, I'm gonna be really, really bored. So you guys will probably, I'll be on my computer all day, every day, and also, like, with the girls, they have, like, a week off of school, so, like, other than, like, Christmas, like, after Christmas, I'm gonna have them, like, they're probably gonna spend some time with, like, my grandma or something, so, like, I'm gonna be kidless for 3 days as well, so I'm gonna be going from, like, doing everything to doing nothing, and I feel real bored, so you guys will not get enough of me. Well, you guys will probably get way too much of me, like, you'll be like, Tone, turn off the fucking game.
Yeah, trust me, when Tona's bored, she just, you're gonna find a lot of random streams at random times, and she's probably gonna tweet a lot.
It's gonna be like 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, guys, stream. Can't sleep, stream. 48-hour stream.
That's kind of how it went in in the days before she went to college.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of random streams and a lot of her tweeting things randomly at like 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. So,
Like that one picture that you still have as your profile pic.
yep. I mean, like, I want to change it to like my new profile picture to change my Discord PFP, but it's just so iconic. Like, it's just like it's like just like I don't know. Like this, it's so stupid, but it's funny. I don't know. Because like I have a better picture now, but it's just I look like I don't know. I look so chopped, but at the same time, it's like, ugh. Like the glasses, those aren't even like my actual glasses. Like those are blue light glasses that I'm wearing, and then like my beanie is on in such a weird way. My hair is chopped. I'm like looking down at the camera. My smile is just goofy.
You look like Evil Patrick.
Evil Patrick? Bro.
Yeah, you seen the Evil Patrick meme? It's like that.
Yeah. It's like, oh man.
Literally what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's great.
So, well, alright. I might have to retire it soon to my Discord one. Which honestly, like, I've had the same Discord profile picture since
You've had that since before I've known you.
I've had that
It's
forever.
like the picture I've always seen.
Since the beginning of my senior year of high school. I've had that picture because it was after my senior photos. Not my senior, like
yeah,
yearbook photos. It was that picture was after, so like it was September of 2020. So it was 5 years old. I was like, all right, probably should change it a little bit.
Fantastic.
That was me 5 years ago, and now the updated one, the one that's my Twitter is like also like 3 years old. So I don't know, man. I just need to like change something. Maybe I'll change it right now. But anyway, very excited about. Sorry, we got really on that tangent. But yeah, anyway, I'm coming back in full swing, here soon. With the drop of the new game, and then just like with Scorpion Syndicate, Scorpion Syndicate, maybe things. You know, like there's some things coming back with that. So like, it just feels good to be back doing what I love. I mean, like I've just been so overwhelmed with a bunch of different things, so now I'm like really been working like with my therapist to try to like figure out how to like balance it so I can do the things that I love that keep me wanting to be alive and like keep me happy, and these are those things. So it's really great. I'm like having my grandma come up for a few days every other week to kind of like help as well, which is nice. We're figuring it out one step at a time. So that when Call of Duty drops, I am there, I'm present, I'm kicking ass, and I'm also not dropping in the other parts of my life. So, yeah. So anyway, so Call of Duty. Let's talk Call of Duty here. We got a little bit on a tangent, but that's okay. So, we've got November 14th. It is the launch.
Yeah, they made sure to reiterate that.
Yeah, there was a
little. That it was going to come out early.
There was some rumors of it coming out early. There being like different like early release stuff, but nope, it's coming out the 14th. So which is
yeah,
good.
I'm kind of sad that we didn't get early access, but
yeah,
you know.
It is what it is. It happens.
It was just a rumor. It wasn't like that serious.
Yeah. So anyway, so there's gonna be that, and then also like there's the Race to Prestige returns. I'm so glad Optic's doing it again, especially with how well it went last time and how entertaining it was last time. Like the Optic Race to Prestige was just actually one of the like I was watching it during class. Awesome. It was actually one of like the best content things that I think happened all year for me personally.
You could literally just watch it at any time, which like it's always fun that they used to do that. But like when we had seasonal prestige and stuff, it didn't really matter. Like I remember they did it They did it. The only time that they did it recently was like before BO6 was MW19,
Mhm.
and I remember like because we didn't know how the prestige system, like we didn't know how anything would work at the time, and they did it in MW19, and it was just so underwhelming, and they just never did it again.
Yeah. So it's like
I
um
remember like watching them though in like Infinite Warfare, World War II, BO4. Like the dude, those were incredible. Those streams when they would race to prestige in those games.
mhm.
Like I remember like uh the highlight of those streams back then is because they were always up late anyway. They would always because remember they were in the scuff house back then, so
Oh, that's right.
they were all they would all
But
like go down in the basement and huddle up on the couch and play the game. That's how they did the stream. But because they were up late all the time, they would get Hitched and Maniac to do the night shift,
mhm.
and they'd be up really late. And there are a ton of hilarious clips from Hitch and Maniac hanging out doing the really late part of the stream.
Yeah. So I mean, it's great to see that again. I mean, it was a really entertaining thing before, and I think it's just gonna be an entertaining thing again. Um. So yeah, I'm
It's
very
going to be even
excited.
better with the matchmaking this time around.
I agree.
I
Cause
think they're going to
then
have a lot more fun.
yeah, cause then like Scum doesn't kind of wreck it whenever he plays his turn. Um.
Dude, that's what they said every time. Like it would either be Scump or it would either be Scump, Dashy, or Karma. That was always they were the three.
Mhm.
That would like somebody else like it would it'd be like it'd be like somebody like Maniac that would get on the game and he would just be getting destroyed and he'd be like, dude, I need to stop. Somebody needs to put somebody else in after Scump. Like I can't.
Yeah. So
And like
I'm
that's not gonna happen this time.
nope, because it's
It's
open mosh pit.
they're gonna all have fun and just be consistently destroying people, which is great.
Also, it looks like Shotzi's a part of it this time. He's like actually like in the graphics, so I think he's actually like in a part of it now.
Oh yeah, because last year, like I don't think any of the, I think Dashy was the only guy that did it. I don't think they wanted really like the others wanted to do it.
No.
I think it would be fun. We need to get. I want to see if this is how he will win us over. As like, I mean, he's already basically won us over, but
By actually
just
like winning.
showing his potential for this season that we need Merc in this. We need him to get on this, and we need to see him grind
Mhm. I agree.
because he will win us over as a fan base if he participates in this and he just grinds like crazy.
Yeah. No, I feel like all the guys
It
should
would
do
be
it. I think
fun.
it's like a fun thing. It's just like whatever. There's challenges and stuff like that that just make it more enjoyable. So I think that there's a lot of potential with it.
Well, and also there's
Always.
like a very good variety of like players because there's people like Scump and Shotzi in there that are just going to be like dominating. And then there's like bows and methods are obviously like really good, but they're more comedic than the other two.
Mhm.
Um, and then you have like Daltouche in there. Like he's obviously good, but he's more of a like a entertaining part of
Yeah,
it
he's
than
more of like a
anything.
personality
Um,
kind of thing when it comes to that though. He's like cuz like
I'm
Apex is
happy
his
that
game.
Pomage is back because I love watching him snipe. I will
Mhm.
definitely watch when he does his shifts because Pomage is great.
Yeah, love Mamaj. So kind of like turning gears, I guess, quick hard turn into like the CDL. So literally right after the podcast last week, I'm not even shitting you. Like they're like we okay. So one of the jokes that we've always had for the podcast is like we do the podcast and then a bunch literally after we hit end stream a bunch of announcements come out and literally the same thing happened last
It's
week
because we
even
would
though
do
we
it at
changed it.
noon, and it was like we would always do it at noon, and like, well, obviously, like any news or updates that would come out for COD,
Would be at like
90%
one.
of the time would come out on Wednesdays at 1.
Yeah.
And so like that was initially like part of the process of us figuring out when to change the podcast time. Now that Tone's schedule is different, is we were like, well, like we still want to try to get the updates in, and like so we moved it to 2 because usually all the updates came out at 1. So it was like we had all this new info to look at,
And we had like an hour to
And like,
digest it,
I
and
mean,
then
it
boom.
worked. Like I mean, most of the time we got it, it was fine. But then, what do you know? They got us again with the CDL stuff coming out at 3.
Literally, like I feel like okay, there's got to be whoever's in charge of the time at which they post stuff has to watch this podcast and like do it on purpose. Like at first I was like, oh, this is a coinky dink, whatever. But since we even changed the time and they changed that time accordingly, it's like bro, like there's
Dude,
got to be someone.
it wasn't even like it hit like a few minutes after the podcast. We literally got off the podcast, left Discord, and I immediately got Twitter notifications about the CDL
Yep.
stuff.
It was like
I was like, dude,
instantaneous. It was so like it's like so bad, but whatever. There's nothing we can really do about it. So anyway, so talking, CDL, they dropped the roadmap. We do have a couple, we have a lot of different international events this year as well. So there's gonna be 4 majors. There's gonna be the first ones, which is gonna be in Dallas, Texas. Second one's gonna be in Birmingham, UK. Third one's gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia. And then the fourth one's gonna be in Paris, France, and then Champs is gonna be in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is gonna be, I believe, hosted by FaZe, technically speaking. Which will be interesting there. So opening weekend's
I
gonna
mean, I think
be,
Champs in Vegas is gonna be awesome. Like, I think
yeah,
that's gonna be a crazy event.
it is gonna be great. And then we're gonna have 2 minors, one in April and then one in June. So in between major 2 and 3 and major 3 and 4, which would be nice.
Yeah, they said that they did that to their main concern, and the reason why they did it is because they wanted to give a little bit more like depth to toward the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like, because last year in BO6 they did minor 1 and minor 2 in between major 1 and major 2, and then major 2 and major 3. Or no, they even did the first minor before major 1. So yeah, it was cool. Like, it was whatever. But I feel like we did the same thing we always do. Where toward the end of the season, there's just like kind of nothing
Yeah.
really interesting. Um, so I think them changing it to where they did is really good. It
I,
also, here's an interesting thing that this brings up too. These minor events giving CDL points and stuff is going to help teams that are on the cut line for being eliminated from champs. Like, because they're going to have more to play for later in the year when they need the points and they know that they got to have so many points or whatever. Because, like, in the beginning of the season, you have no idea where you're going to stand. So, I mean, you want to get all the points you want still, but, like, it's not, you don't really know exactly what you need to do. And when these teams know exactly what they need to do, they're going to prepare better and they're going to compete better in the minor events.
mm-hmm.
They also announced, I think it's going to be before, I don't know if it's for both tournaments or just for Major 2 in the UK, but they announced that instead of doing typical league matches for preparing for that event, last year they usually did 5. Last year they picked it up and did 7. They are doing a round robin style league match system where each team plays 11 matches online before the major, and then there are only going to be 10 teams that go to the major. So the way it's going to work is they're going to do that 11 team round robin to seed the teams, and then the 4 lowest seeded teams are going to fight for 2 spots at the major. And they're going to do like a little NBA play-in tournament style thing. And then 10 teams make the major. I'm not super happy about 10 teams making the major, to be honest. Like, I just wish they'd take all of them. But I think the system that they're using is awesome. I really wish they would just do that like every major, the round robin. Every team plays 11 games. I think that'd be great. That's a lot of content for us and a lot of points for the teams to
Yeah.
possibly get. I would love that if they did that for every major. I don't really like the idea of only 10 teams making it. I just wish they'd let all teams in and just let it just determine seeding and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, at least they're trying to like mix it up a little bit, which I think
I
is
mean, like
good.
I said, I really do like it. I that if they did that system for every major, I would love it. It'd be great. We'd have so much CDL to watch.
Yeah, we do. I love it. Love, 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 love. So, you know, buckle up. I mean, the first major is gonna go hard. You know, this is the first major where Toronto is not gonna be hosting Major One. Usually they do. But we get an optic.
That was the initial rumor, and apparently something fell through. And of course, Optic's gonna swoop in and take care of it like they always do.
Yeah, I mean, Optic always puts on a really wonderful, um, you know, major. Like they're always
Yeah,
something, you know. So it's very exciting to see.
I kind of
Um,
hope they. I know they have the esports arena and they love that place, but like, I kind of hope they go back to UTX and do that one. Because like when
is that
they
the
did
one they did
champs there,
chance
it
there?
was
Oh yeah,
incredible.
yeah.
That
With
was
like
awesome. I loved it.
the thing in the middle, like
I
the
kind of hope they go
oh,
back there
that
because
was
that was
great.
great.
I would love to go to an event. Like honestly, like that's on my bucket list, going to a COD event. But I feel like the only one that I think would be feasible for me to go to would be like the one in like Georgia in May. You
In
know, it'd have to.
Atlanta, yeah.
I wish I had like dates because then I could like actually plan around it.
You know what's really ironic about the Atlanta event is
Hmm.
like we've been asking for them because FaZe has been such a really good team, and like because they've been a really good team and they're a super huge brand and it would
Hmm.
attract a lot of fans to go to an event for FaZe. We've been clamoring for them to do an Atlanta event. And now FaZe moves to Vegas and the CDL's like, "Hey, we should do an Atlanta event."
Yeah, literally, it's like a little
And now
late,
there are no
guys.
teams in Atlanta. So
A
it's like, what?
little late. I mean, I feel like it would just be like I don't even know who would host that event. My like the
I
Heretics.
mean, it would either be, I think, I'm pretty sure that it would either be Heretics or Ravens.
Mm,
Ravens might host it. I
maybe.
don't know. Maybe they won't even have a team to host it. It's
I
just
don't even know.
that's the. I mean, I love the idea of the teams hosting the events, but like we've had some really weird situations with teams hosting events.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I mean, the biggest one by far was the fact that Champs was in Kitchener and not Toronto last year. That was
Yeah, that was weird.
I can't believe that that actually happened. And then like they had the Miami Heretics event that everybody thought was going to be in Miami. It was going to be awesome, but I think it was in like Fort Lauderdale, which is like Great Value Miami. But like I don't know.
Great value, Miami.
I'm really
Oh
excited
man.
for the Atlanta event because I do think it'll be really good.
Mm.
Uh, but it's just very ironic that now there's no Atlanta teams and they finally want to do an Atlanta event. I will
Hmm.
say though, the biggest props I will give the CDL is that they are doing 2 international events. That is huge.
Hmm. I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons behind it. I mean, like there's like a lot of like travel bans and stuff like that to the US. So like a lot of like international people aren't able to come to these events or don't want to come to these events. So them putting two events in the EU I think will really be beneficial towards like the European and just like the other country, like the out of NA people that really do enjoy watching Call of Duty. And I feel like that's kind of a testament to how the Spain event went last year. Um like that event
Dude, the
went
Spain
well.
event was great.
So I feel like they just like were like, okay, well that event went well, so we might as well put another one, you know, in the EU. So I mean, I feel like that one's just gonna be, it's just gonna be good. So there's gonna be the
I will
UK,
say
it's gonna be
it's a
France.
little disappointing again with the whole location of events that they're going to Birmingham instead of London, but
Mhm.
it is a dream event, so it will be good.
Mhm.
It is a dream hack event. If it was just some random CDL event in Birmingham, I don't think it would be that great. But it is a dream hack event, so
There'll
there's
already
gonna be a
be
lot of
people
stuff there.
there, and
The Paris one is gonna be awesome because it's been a long time since they've been to France.
yeah, and it's Paris.
It's been a long
When in
time.
Paris, I would love to go to that event, but I need my passport and money. Anyone want to sponsor me going out to Paris for Major 4? Please hit me up. My email's in my bio of my Twitter. So, yeah. Je parle français. Je prends le français. Maintenant, à l'école. I can speak French. Get me in there. Get me in there.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be great, and
yeah.
we get the opening. The opening weekend is in December. It's like less than a month into the game's launch, so
which is really
that's fun.
great. Yep, I'm excited. Let's go, Call of Duty. It's time. We're ready for you.
Hopefully, they get season 1 out before that, so we can have standoff.
Yeah.
And maybe meltdown.
Yep. So that's some great stuff. What else here? Sorry, I'm like looking back. Speaking
we got a whole
of
bunch of big challengers news, which is great.
Also, streams are back on Twitch.
That is huge. That is by far the biggest news.
YouTube and Twitch. So,
I love the fact that they're not signing an exclusive contract.
Yeah,
because now it's like now we have instead of you have to watch it on YouTube when Twitch is widely known to be a better experience.
Yeah. But they get to retain that YouTube audience.
Yeah, they get. The only thing I will say that I'm not a huge fan of is the fact that they're now if they co-stream this on the main COD channel, that's great. That's fine. But the only thing I'm not a big fan of is the fact that they're mainstreaming on YouTube, on Twitch, on the Call of Duty Esports Twitch. I don't even know if anybody knows that channel exists. Like, I wish they would just do it on the big COD channel. But I don't know. Maybe if the big COD channel does like a co-stream for it, it'll be big.
Yeah.
But that is also the fun part is you can do watch parties on Twitch and YouTube now, which is fun. I'm just glad they're multi-streaming and not doing like an exclusive contract. I think especially like with a bunch of streamers doing that now, I think the era of signing exclusive contracts should be over. I think it should be dead.
I think it's over unless like it's another Ninja Mixer situation where you're making like an absurd amount of money to where like it makes sense.
Well, and that clearly didn't work that great because Mixer threw the bag at a bunch of people and then it just died.
Yeah, well, it's probably because it threw a bag at a bunch of people and it didn't have the money to sustain itself.
Well, they threw a bag at a bunch of people and just Mixer was cool, but it just did not have like the staying power for those people to like benefit from that, and they net lost money from the massive contracts they gave out.
Yeah. So, I mean, multi-streaming is in though. Like, it's if people want to stream on multiple different platforms, it's the new thing. So it makes sense that now esports should be doing it too, to kind of get it's how you get the broadest reach of viewers, especially, with Call of Duty esports being on YouTube for so long, after being gone for after not being on Twitch for so many years, it built a big fan base off of YouTube that will probably continue to watch on YouTube, and I feel like with the algorithm and the discoverability, like when I open YouTube on a freaking CDL weekend, the first thing that pops up is a Scump watch party. So. And then the second thing
is really good that like anytime there's like a big live event, YouTube really usually pushes those, especially if you're subscribed to the people that are new in it.
So I mean, I think doing both is a good move for them. I think getting back on Twitch, especially, that's where gaming is. That's like the main thing of Twitch, other than, even though like the biggest thing now is like just chatting streams, but like the core of Twitch is gaming, and
Yeah, and like COD built itself on Twitch, so
yeah,
like there's a very like big base of people that watch COD on Twitch and like wouldn't bother going to YouTube. So they're
yeah,
gonna gain all those people back.
yep. And plus, it's like easier too. Like it literally is like the first. It's
And
gonna be the first thing that pops up other than Scump's watch party.
yeah, and I'm sure I can almost guarantee you that because they're multi-streaming, I can almost guarantee you that like very early they're going to be posting graphics like, "Oh, this was the biggest weekend in CDL history. We got the most viewers ever." I'm like, "Yeah, because you didn't sign an exclusive contract for once."
Yeah, literally. So I think it'll prove beneficial for the league and just for everybody in general, and just all the different things that both the platforms have to offer. So moving into
Oh yeah.
challengers, so there are some changes. This is from CDL Intel to challengers for the 2026 season. So there's going to be challengers opens at every major. Major 3 is going to be a pro. There's going to be a pro am, and then there's 4 elite stages, and then the Middle East is an added um, challengers region this year. Probably due to the Falcons moving to that area.
All of those
I
are
would
good
assume.
changes.
Yeah.
We just when can we get um the challengers just playing open events and then being in the CDL events?
Yeah. I think that would
Like
be. I don't know. I think they should start. I remember we talked about this idea many years ago, where the winning challenger team gets like a spot in the league, especially now that they're
well,
doing
because
like the top
everybody
10
talks about how
teams.
the 12-team format is kind of like not the greatest because then you have 4 teams that start in losers, and it's like, I mean, the easy fix is if you're gonna have a challengers open at every major, why don't you just take the top 4 challengers teams and put them in the bracket, and now you have 16 teams. Everybody can start in winners, and you get challengers exposure.
Yeah, and also too like even if they like made like giving the top team like say like your team wins challengers whatever, you'll get a spot in the CDL. Like, and like especially now they're doing like cutoffs for like the majors, like top 10. Like it wouldn't matter if there's like an uneven amount of teams because then that the team just won. There's you can just keep the cutoff and be like, okay, top 10 goes to the major, top 8 goes to champs. Like, it,
I mean, if there wasn't like a buy-in for it, that would work. But the issue is the buy-in.
well then that's the prize. It's part of the prize.
They don't have enough money for that.
That's fair. You know what? You got me there. You got me there.
This is not the CWL.
Well, I
Back in
thought.
the CWL when they did like the relegation stuff, that was fun.
Well, the
But
thing
like they
is
wouldn't be
like
able to do that now.
didn't they like make it so there wasn't a buy-in or something, or like it was lowered or whatever? I
It's
remember.
lowered, but like it's still like I'm pretty sure it's still in the millions of dollars, which there might be one challengers team that could fit that bill. Maybe. I don't even know if any of them could.
Fair. I don't know. I just think.
And like imagine like a top like 32 challengers team just having an incredible team randomly and winning an event.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna be able to get the
No.
CDL if they have
They're
to
like
buy in.
they're like, guys, I can't do this. We crowdfunded to be able to go to this event. Like, yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't know. It's just like a thought. I think it'd be cool. Um, or
If
at
they
least.
eliminated the buy-ins, yes, it'd be great because then we could have relegation every major.
Mm,
That was what was fun about the CWL is like after every major, it was like okay, we're gonna take the top 4 teams from the open bracket and the bottom 4 teams that were in the league for the last for the last part for the last split here, and we're gonna put them in an 8-team tournament, and the top 4 teams make it, bottom 4 teams don't. And often you would see the team shift a little bit because there would be a couple teams that were in the league that wouldn't make it out of that tournament.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's like something
Because
that
I
we
remember
need to
like
think
one of
about.
the craziest ones was the fact that um, DT, who made an incredible upset of Optic in the beginning of Black Ops 3 in one of the league matches. I think they had 2 league matches against Optic and they won both of them. And everybody was like, "What? Why is this team just like Optic's kryptonite?" But like they couldn't win any other matches really. They were like really bad. They had to go to the relegation because they were in the bottom 4,
Mm.
and then they got eliminated from the league. So
Yeah, yeah. But oh well. I guess we'll see more about that soon. Kind of
I
moving
think the
on.
challengers changes are really good. It's a step
Yeah.
in the right direction, but like it's been so long that it's like you just gotta get challengers in with the pros already. Like
Yeah, it's
what I don't know what's holding them back at this point.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I feel like just like upgrading it to 16 teams, I feel like would just solve a lot of problems. But in order to do that, there would be a lot of fences to hop and hoops to fence, you know? So, whatever.
True.
So I'm kind of moving on. Um, we're gonna talk about this newer game called Megabonk. So, funny, funny you brought this up as one of the topics for today because, um, I was on a call with Mal the other day and he was talking about how he was like playing Megabonk.
Yeah, I only heard about this game yesterday, but apparently it like I don't know how I didn't hear about this game when it came out because it blew up. There was everybody playing it. People are calling this game of the year. Shroud played it, and he loved it. Tons of big streamers were playing it, and I just never heard about it for some reason. For somebody like me that loves roguelike games, I am shocked that I didn't hear about this game. But yeah, um, Megabonk is like it was a big hit when it came out. Like it sold 1 million copies in like 2 weeks. It's only been out for about a month and a half now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's $8 and
and
49
it's
cents
really
on
fun.
Steam.
Like it basically is. It's like if you combine Vampire Survivors and Risk of Rain 2. Is
Mm.
basically what it is, and it's really fun. It's chaotic. Uh, you just kill things, level up, upgrade things, and like try to survive, and it's great. I think it's fun. I like I said, I only heard about it like a couple days ago, and I only played it for the first time yesterday. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. And the developer, it's a solo dev game. Um, and the person who developed it is really funny. They have a good sense of humor on Twitter
Yeah, it is
and
funny.
even in Steam. Like if you like if you go look at the Steam requirements for this game to run it on PC,
Here, I'll
it's
pull it up.
funny.
I'll pull it up. Hold, please. Okay. Okay. Minimum requires a Windows 10 with a potato processor, 2 gigs of RAM, no graphics, sound card any. Additional notes will run on a toaster if you ask it nicely. For recommended, it's potato 2. Graphics, yes.
Yeah, apparently Megabonk is really good on the potato too.
Yeah. Which is like I don't know.
So you
It's
know
like
what
the
this means?
availability
This
of the game.
means if your PC could have ran this.
I know, dude. Literally, as soon as I get a new PC, they literally put out a game that runs on a Potato 2, which is what my old PC ran on, and it's just like
Your PC
frustrating.
could have ran this game just fine.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. I honestly could have been above the recommended specs with a Potato 2. Like, come on.
It is a very fun game.
That's so funny.
And it's like there's already been like a lot of support for it. Like there's been tons of things like they love like people love like speed running this game. And there's like a ton of speedrun stuff. If you like achievement hunting, there's a lot of quests and achievements on this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a few days ago, it was the 6th most played game on Steam.
Going above
It,
Call of
as you can
Duty,
tell, as you can
Board.
see, it passed COD, Borderlands, and more Marvel Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
All
That's crazy.
like
Look at how much higher
considering all those
Counter
games are
Strike
big.
is. Like Counter Strike is just like so far out compared to all these other games. This game is older than I am, and it's like just well, that's CS2, but like the game in itself, but still like it's crazy.
But Megabonk is huge. It's honestly like it's probably the biggest roguelike game I've seen in terms of like it blowing up. Cause like Shroud played it, like I said, and he loved it. And they're like the guy that works on Power World played it and said it's game of the year. But it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. I like it a lot. I still need to get better at it. I still need to play more, but it's fun.
I might have to give it a
There's
shot.
a lot of like, it's funny because there's a lot of like brain rot / meme language in the game.
I love brain rot.
Like there's a guy in the game called Mega Chad, and then there's like if you die in the game, it literally the death screen just says you dead, maybe him skill issue ? And then like it also does the Minecraft thing where every time you load the game or go back to the main menu, it has like a different message on it.
Yeah.
And there's some funny messages in there.
Oh man, I might have to download TBH.
It's only $10 on Steam.
Yeah, I know. Might have to.
It is and you know what that means? This is one person that made this game, and it sold 1 million copies in 2 weeks. This guy is a millionaire in 2 weeks off this game.
Yeah. He's got, $1 million, over $1 million in his pocket. Cause I'm sure, people, there's some cuts that went places, but this man's just absolutely made a bank off this game.
I honestly don't know if Steam takes any.
I don't know. Let me see.
Because I know Steam has that thing where Steam has a very interesting like incentive program for putting games on Steam. They charge you $100 to put your game on Steam, but if it's almost like a challenge because they charge you $100 to post your game on Steam and to publish it. But if you make $100 in revenue off of that game, they will pay you the $100 back. They'll give you your $100 back.
This is what I have based off of Google AI. Standard revenue split is 30-70, and then once it hits $10 million, it's 25-75, and then once it hits over $50 million, it's 20-80.
So it's 70-30, so Steam takes 30%.
Yeah.
So when this game launched, it launched at an intro price of $8.49 because the developer discounted it a little bit for people that got on the game immediately. In the first 2 weeks, this guy made probably like $5 to $6 million in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's insane. That's insane.
And it's one dude. It was a solo dev.
Yep. This man's just racking in the cash. This man, he just literally just made this shit brain rot game that's so fun to play.
It's so funny. It's like addicting too. Like he replied to somebody that just said this person put it perfectly. It's just a stupid addicting game. Like it's like there are some like aspects of the game that are just kind of dumb, but it's just the gameplay loop is so fun that you just want to keep playing.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, like that's one of the things
like
I think
saw somebody on the Steam reviews said that Megabonk just like stole 6 hours of their life in like a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
They just didn't even know it
See.
happened, and they played for 6 hours. I played for like 5 hours yesterday.
You played for 5 hours yesterday?
Yeah.
Damn. Let me go to Steam. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Mega.
Dude, as somebody who really likes roguelike games like Crab Champions, Risk of Rain 2, all that stuff, Megabonk is really fun.
What do they do with it? Hello?
There's like a leaderboard and everything on there, and the leaderboard is based off how many kills you get in a run. And they show the top 10 on the main menu. So if you get in the top 10, you are until you are dethroned from the top 10, you are forever enshrined on everyone's main menu that plays this game.
There we go. Let's see here. So it was released the 18th. Potato. Funny. Where's the reviews? Very positive. It's really tough to say I'd recommend. I actually kind of don't, but I think I have to. Fair. Like, my life is bonking. When I close my eyes, I see Goblin Swarm. Don't buy this game if you have addiction issues.
Yeah. It is kind of like, it's crazy, dude.
Game needs some rebalancing, are you sure? Real fun and addictive, like Risk of Rain 2, skateboarding skeleton, throwing his bones at enemies.
Oh, dude, yeah, Calcium, that guy's fun.
I love this game, but since the new patch is boring as hell, sorry to say. Bro, dude, 109 hours on record? Jesus.
109 hours?
No wonder it's boring.
Okay.
No wonder it's boring.
Okay,
it's all
you have
you've
to,
done.
let me put this into context, and you're going to see that the 109 hours is even crazier. These games only last like 10 to 15 minutes. There is by default, there's a 10-minute timer where you have to basically like set up and get as powerful as you can get. And then there is a final swarm after the 10 minutes where enemies just constantly spawn and try to kill you. And that can last however long you could possibly last. So the game, even if you die in the beginning of the final swarm, it's 10 minutes. And these people have 100, 150, 200 hours.
Dude, this dude's got 170. And it's been out for like a month and a half. Go shower. Go shower.
Dude, the game is just fun. Like, I don't even think that the balancing is necessarily the problem. The people that are talking about the balancing, I don't think that's a problem. The thing about the game is it is quite RNG based. If you're not a big fan of RNG games, you might not enjoy it in the long run. It is quite RNG based, but it's fun.
Bro. These people, like, they need to...
And like I said, the leaderboard's based off kills. Right now, the guy at number 1 is the only guy above 1 million kills. And he has, like, just over 1 million kills in a game.
Wow, that's crazy. That is insane. Sorry, I'm just starting to look at some of these people that have, like, lots of hours. And I'm looking at their profile and some of the other games that they play. These guys need to go touch grass. Like, I'm getting concerned. What do you mean this one person has 1,036 games? Brother.
There's somebody on Steam that has 40,000 games.
Like, what? I'm sorry. I'm just going down this hole now, and I'm like, guys, there's more to life. Oh my god. Oh my fuck. 287.6 hours on the game.
And it's been out for like a month.
287.6. Bro, go.
I mean,
to
don't look
sleep.
at me and Hugs. Me and Hugs have like 2,000 hours on DVD.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna check that, actually. let me put deception on blast here. I'm not gonna put it on the screen because I want to look at my actual account here. Your friends. Offline. Let's look at deception first. Bro, why can't I view profile? There we go. Alright, you've played 6.7 hours of Megabonk.
Yeah.
Do you have a guess for how many hours you have on DPD?
Last time I saw it was like around 1,800.
It's 1,769 hours.
Oh, it's close.
I'm not gonna put Hugs out there because she cannot consent to me saying her information on public inform, but I do want to look for my own. All right, that's not terrible.
I can tell you it's more than me.
It is more than you. What is?
She passed me a while ago on that game.
I don't think I have that many hours on any game on my PC. The most I have is 126 hours on COD. I
think pretty sure the most hours I have on a roguelike game is on Crab Champions. I have like 300.
Oh wait, no, it's Rust. Rust has the most hours for me. It's 264 hours on Rust.
So I have a few games where I have more hours than you.
Yeah. I just I don't play PC games a lot. I only started playing PC games recently. Like really grinding. I feel like the one that I grinded the most was Call of Duty, obviously, but like also like Farlight and Splitgate were the two games that I really played a lot of on PC other than Rust. Rust, I just like was addicted for a long time. I just like that was
Black Ops 3 is probably the game I have the most hours on, like, period. Because I have like 500 hours on Steam. But that's on top of the fact that I had at least 1,000 hours on my second profile on my PlayStation. And then I had over 2,000 hours on my first profile on my PlayStation on BO3.
Alright. Well, we've got to wrap up the podcast here in a minute, but Deception, do you want to go over quick your XITE thing for the past week?
Yeah, it was a good race overall. Not the best, not the finish I was really looking for, and really struggled a little bit on strategy during the stages, but it went pretty well. I ended up finishing 7th in the race, but I only got 2 stage points, which is not that helpful for the championship aspirations, but still got plenty of time. We've only been through 2 races. Wilkesboro was fun. It was really just a game of like trying to make the right adjustments and try to get the thing set up for a long run. And I finally got it down at the end when it was too late. But I've put in a lot more practice this week for Rockingham tonight. And I'm looking to make a splash at Rockingham, hopefully. Run a little bit closer to the lead in the championship. The championship's not going that bad, though. I fell to 6th in points, but I'm only 18 points out of the lead. So I'm still well within reach. Keep in mind, with the race having 3 stages and the leader and the winner getting 40 points, the most amount of points you can get in a race is 60. So as long as I stay within like 40 to 50, I could make that margin up in a race. So only being 18 points back is not bad at all. I'm in a good spot still.
Let's go. Very proud. So yeah, awesome. Well, good luck tonight, Deception. I hope you have another good race.
I'm gonna try my best. Ever since this game come out, I've tried a lot of the tracks that I never really got to race that much on NASCAR games recently, because we haven't really ever been to Rockingham or Wilkesboro in forever. And I've ran a lot of Rockingham, and I think I should be pretty good tonight, but we'll see.
Oh, damn. Well, anyway, Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Climb Together podcast. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys follow us here live on Twitch, where we stream this live every single week at twitch.tv/tonnage_scorp and twitch.tv/deception276. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe and like the podcast. If you guys are watching on Twitch and you missed part of the podcast and want to catch up some of that, we upload them later on in the day to my YouTube channel, so you can go check those out, or check out previous episodes, take a trip down memory lane, or sometimes we talk about things that are, some topics are timeless, so go ahead and give some of those a previous listen or watch. But yeah, Deception, say bye.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.